Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome you to the 2021 JABbies in 2022. We got a great awards show coming up for you guys. We're going to talk about our favorite pieces of media from the past year. Let's throw it to my co-hosts, Jared and Alec. How are you guys doing?
Doing all right. I saw Alec a week from today. Yeah, out of nowhere. Guy lives in Florida, and I somehow run into him an hour and a half from my home, so that's crazy. But yeah, I'm doing well.
Alec,
did that make your day?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, made mine too.
Almost as much as being an honored host of the JABbies is. What a!
I didn't think
this is a bigger deal than the Oscars.
Yeah, it really is.
I didn't think I'd get the invite.
Me either. I mean,
I just fell to my knees crying in the
Ryan
kitchen.
Reynolds, Ryan Gosling, and Ryan Howard all had opportunity. They said no, so we came in. Have some big.
I heard they said yes, but the Academy denied them all and asked for us instead. That's what I heard.
Oh,
yeah.
They definitely sweetened the pot for you.
Yeah,
because they knew you'd say no if you felt you weren't the first one asked.
Yeah, I mean, I got so many projects in the works. I was just able to fit this in. So
yeah, I know.
So
we're recording
busy.
this so late at night.
Yeah,
but yeah, in this episode, we will hand out a JABbie Award to the best movie, TV show, album, and video game of 2021. Because we are the elite of the elite, and we know what we're talking about.
Clearly, our opinions are the only ones that matter. Is really what we're trying to tell you.
Yeah,
we have a little bit of credibility now, so that's dangerous.
Yeah, we do. Yeah,
because we have our own award show.
People come to us.
Yeah,
like we're the industry insiders.
We had the producer from Ted Lasso quote tweet us.
Yeah, very quickly during the first one, which if you listen to that, it was the way we decide the winners is through ranked choice voting. So each of us put in our top 10 at most, if you got 10, if not a little less. But we each submitted our top 10 in each category for the year. And then I went through first place in something would get 10 points, 10th place gets 1 point, and as it goes. And then any repeats will get more points, and the one with the most wins. We'll also do an honorable mention, which is basically second place. So yeah, just like last year, but if this is your first time listening, welcome. Hope you're here next year.
The elite of the elite.
Yeah. Exactly. This is Oscars, Emmys, Grammys. What's the Tonys? What's the video game? Is there one video game award? I don't think there is.
I think it's just video game.
Is it the Game Awards?
Awards.
Yeah, because there's that in the
and then the Florida Filmmakers Association Awards.
So many. Yeah. But yeah, you guys want to jump into it? Start with movies?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
And now here to announce the winner and honorable mention for the JABbie winner of Best Movie of 2021, Jared Emmel.
Oh, thank you. So yeah, I had 10 movies, Alec had 9, Ben had 10. With 18 points, the winner, or should I say I'll say the honorable mention first. With 10 points, the honorable mention goes to A24's The Green Knight. That was
I'll edit in some applause right there.
Yeah. From our audiences around the world. If that was A24's. That was Shakespeare, right? That's a No, that's a
Knights of the Round Table.
Knights of the Round Table. Yeah. Very good. I was really happy with it. Ben and I both had this on our lists. Mine was at number 9. Ben's was at number 3. Congratulations to The Green Knight and A24, 10 points. And now for the winner with 18 points. You can find it over on HBO Max, or you could have seen it in theaters. It's Dune. I really saw this one coming. I had it at second place, and Ben also had it at second place. So that's how it gets a nice 18 points. Alec has not seen it, which is insane.
I have not seen it at all.
He does not have HBO Max, so that's probably why. And you don't go to the theater much, so that's it's acceptable. But
I really want.
You should really get to it. Yeah, even if you just get a trial of HBO Max,
to watch it.
Yeah, just to watch it.
I also really wanted to see House of Gucci because I feel like that would have made my list.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that just I think that was just under. I don't that didn't quite make my list, but I think it was close. But yeah, congratulations to Dune, everyone over at Warner Brothers and Lionsgate, Denis Villeneuve, the huge cast and crew. Congratulations, everybody. You'll be getting your award in the mail.
Maybe.
We should we should make like a mock-up.
Yeah, like a mock-up
the award would look like.
Yeah. I kind of want to know what you guys. I want to know what you guys put first.
First place, I had Licorice Pizza. This is Paul Thomas Anderson's newest movie. It's so good. He's never made a movie that's similar to another of his. Like they're all so different, but yet it still has his style. It's hard to explain, but it's like a love story in the 70s with this younger kid that really wants to be a grown-up, and an older girl that wants to be like a youth again. It's kind of like it's not a huge age gap, but it's an iffy age gap. And the movie makes it very clear that like, it's not okay, but and they tackle that a lot. But yeah, really, really good. I think it's going to be up for some awards. But Alec, what was yours?
I chose The Harder They Fall, which we have watched and talked about on a previous episode of our old format, which we are very excited to roll out a new
Threw it in the trash.
We did enjoy it, but it was very radio-like, and
yeah,
we're trying to make it more podcast-like and more enjoyable for all of our listeners. But this was an amazing Western film, and if you're curious on all of our major thoughts, you can go find it in our previous episodes.
What was it called? The Harder Ted Falls?
Yes, that episode was The Harder Ted Falls. But yeah, I love this movie. It was probably the best movie I've seen all year.
A little bit of Spike Lee, a little bit of Quentin Tarantino. Yeah,
it was good.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it as well.
Really good. And
Ben, what about you?
Idris Elba was the lead, so
yeah,
kinda
can't go wrong with him.
No.
Yeah. My number one was Nia DaCosta's Candyman. I thought it was really good. I thought it did a lot of things really well. It was really gory and violent and scary, but also really socially appropriate as well. Really good social commentary. I did everything well, and it wasn't too long. Didn't overstay its welcome. Yeah, easily my favorite of the year.
Yeah, I think that was definitely my favorite horror movie from this year. Really, really impressive. All right, shall we move on to TV?
I just wanted to say real quick before we move on.
Yeah.
You guys have a couple of surprises I didn't expect to be on your list.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Jared has Godzilla vs. Kong at 6.
Oh, my God. That movie made me cry.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that's like...
How? Where in that movie did you tear up?
There's a moment where Kong has this connection with this girl from the island he's from, and she taught him sign language, and they talk in the movie, and there's a part where Kong is talking to her and he's telling her how scared he is, and she not gives him a pep talk, but gives him a really heartfelt message to you got to do this to get home.
You can do it.
Yeah, and it was such a tender moment, and Kong was really scared and vulnerable, and I'm crying. Ben's laughing.
You related to King Kong. That was your
He's laughing at me.
It's a movie about a giant lizard and a gorilla.
I know, and it surprised me with a really tender and endearing moment. I look over at my mom 2 seats down, and she's bawling. I just had a tear running down my eye. My mom is ugly crying.
You're from Licorice Pizza to Godzilla vs. Kong.
Your mother You told the most incredible story about your mom today over the text. And that had me ugly crying because I was laughing so hard.
She just found out what JABcast stands for, and I told her at the inception of the show. I told her, and she goes, "Wait," like just now, just before we recorded this. Wait, does it stand for Jared, Alec, and Ben? I'm like, yeah. Has it always been called that? Yeah.
No, it hasn't. But
yeah, Godzilla versus Kong. I love Kong and Godzilla, and this I couldn't have asked for a better movie in terms of these movies. I was really happy with it. And and it made me cry, and I'm not afraid to admit it, Ben. So laugh at me all you
Fair
want,
enough, man.
You punk.
Alec, are these just the 9 movies that you've seen all year? Or like,
no, they're not. I've seen more than this, but
yeah,
I couldn't think of one to put in the 10 spot, and I'm like, it's my 10th movie, and I guarantee they haven't seen one of these, so I'm just not even gonna bother.
It's
also,
really
I was at work trying to finish up these. I was at work trying to finish up all of these lists for myself while I was on a parade float.
Yep.
So that was hard.
Always working.
Yeah.
Really tough for me because I like watched a lot of stuff and I played a lot of stuff, but not all of it was from this past year.
Yeah.
So I just like put what I could. But yeah.
I'm shocked that you have Eternals above Shang-Chi. Eternals at 7 and Shang-Chi at 9.
I saw both of them twice. I really liked Shang-Chi, and I saw Eternals the second time, and I think it was much better.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't seen it twice, but I sat on Eternals for a long time. And the more I thought about it, the more I appreciated about it. So I think on a rewatch, whenever that happens, I'll like it a lot more.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So are we ready to head into television, or you want to make fun of me for not watching movies?
No.
Yeah, we can get into TV if Ben's all right with that.
No.
No? All right.
Yeah,
well, I'm going to do it anyway, actually.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. So without further ado, I will announce the honorable mention. This came in with 18 points. It is number 2 and number 2 on 2 of our lists, which is how we get that wonderful 18. Congratulations to Amazon Prime's Invincible. 18 points. It was second on both mine and Ben's list for the year. I know for me, this was such a shock and a pleasant surprise. I really had no idea what it was about. There's a bunch of source material. There's a huge comic line by Robert Kirkman. But it had this huge cast, and that's why I was so interested initially. So many talented, really just actors that jumped into voice acting. A lot of people that have voice acted as well, but some high profile actors and actresses that you haven't usually seen. And the end of the first episode is just such a shock. You just want to keep watching. I'm really looking forward to a second season whenever that comes out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the source material gets like really crazy.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I'm avoiding it completely because I want to be surprised by the TV show. But yeah, if you're into comic book superhero stuff and really violent television,
super violent.
Yeah, if you're if you're desensitized to that stuff like Ben and I are, then yeah, this is the show for you. And and now we can get right into the winner with 23 points. I saw this one coming as well. I just had a feeling just because of how much we've talked about it this year. 23 points. It was on all 3 of our lists. WandaVision over on Disney Plus, Marvel's first MCU series. And it came out a year ago, as of 3 days ago, 14th, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Disney
that's really
Plus.
impressive for all 3 of us to not find many shows throughout the entire year that we like better than this one.
Yeah.
And we had literally an entire year.
Right. Yeah. And it came out 2 weeks into the year. And it still, made it on our top 10s. Yeah, it was my number 3, Ben, Alex number 4, and Ben's number 3. So yeah, really, really good. I was that's my favorite Marvel show from this year. And I guess it's all yours too.
Yeah.
That's my just favorite. Super impressive. It was really fun. It really, the story lent itself to the episodic structure. the week to week mystery. Oh, what's going on? You know, the buildup of Westview and how much Wanda knows and how much other people know about what's going on.
Yeah.
It was a nice, perfect, slow burn to me. And like I said, just really worked well in an episodic format. I was really impressed. And, you know, the acting, the set design, the inspiration with old television through the decades, just really, really, really good.
Yeah. I put Ted Lasso as my number one because Ted Lasso has a special place in my heart, and I can't. That's the best show I've seen in a long time, and I love it. I love every second of it.
Season 3 could just be Ted like shitting on a desk, and Alec would be like, "This is incredible television."
Wow.
Yeah, I would.
Look at his mustache.
Yep.
Yeah,
I follow Ted's mustache on Twitter.
Ted's mustache on Twitter.
Account? Yeah, Ted's mustache on Twitter, and I follow it.
That was actually, I think that was 11 on my list for the year. It just barely didn't make it, so I guess that's my honorable mention.
Yeah,
but
what was your number one?
Mine was Succession season 3. I know you guys don't watch that show. I was really, really into it. Season 1 had already been out. Season 2 was coming when my friend got me into it. So I binged all the first season, and then I watched the second one as it rolled out. And it's just so well done, really well written. The characters are fantastic and one of a kind, in my opinion. You know, really, it's hard to find people to compare them to in modern TV. It's just, again, it's another episodic thing. Each episode, something's like, what? You got to wait till next season, next episode, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's a really fantastic character study of the disgusting, greedy, white collar people in corporate America. So yeah, I really, really enjoy it. What was yours? Oh, yours was Ted Lasso. That's right.
Yeah, mine was Ted
Ben,
Lasso.
how do you say yours?
Yeah, I need to know what this is.
Yeah, my favorite series of 2021 was Jujutsu Kaisen. It's an anime series, obviously. Yeah, it's the first of the Dark trio to get an adaptation. And it follows this kid who swallows the finger of like an ancient curse user, like a mummified finger. And then that like evil curse user becomes part of himself. And he's introduced to this whole world of negative human emotions taking on tangible form and like killing people. It's really dark. It's really good. It's also a really good jumping off point for anime. But yeah, it's fascinating. Really fascinating series.
Looking at, what were you saying, Ben?
Yeah.
Or Alex, sorry.
Yeah, I was going to say, before we moved on or did anything, my number 2 was Arcane, and I wanted to know.
Yeah, I saw Ben.
I wanted to know what Ben thought, because I saw that made his top 10.
Arcane was really good. I don't know anything about League of Legends. Was it based on?
Me either. I knew nothing about League of Legends.
Yeah, but you obviously didn't need to, because it told a really cool story. The visuals were great. I thought the animation was terrific.
Yeah.
That's probably the first time in my life I've ever used that word.
Yeah. And from my understanding, none of those characters are actually in the video game other than Powder.
I think it's just set in the universe or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah.
World.
Visually, it was really cool, and the music was really good as well.
Powder becomes Jinx. Spoiler.
Whoa!
What? No.
Character.
I had a feeling.
Just had all of League of Legends.
Are you lying to me right now?
Did you watch it or no?
No.
Ben, do you think Jared would like it?
I think he would. It's not very long.
I feel like it's kind of.
Visually, it doesn't feel like an anime. You know what I mean?
I feel like it is anime, but it's not. It like kind of teeters the line of being anime.
Right.
I have no problem with anime. I've actually really been getting into it. Well,
I know, but like
really getting into it, but
like just for argument's sake, I feel like it teeters that line.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get what you mean.
Where it is, but it isn't type of deal.
Right.
I was just looking through our lists and counting. We have 28 spots. Alec had 8. Ben and I both had 10. 11 out of these 28, so close to half, are populated by Disney Plus shows.
Yeah. And honestly, I only had 8 because I'm not sure what shows would have qualified sometimes. I had a few that I wanted to put on there, but I didn't. But the shows I was going to put on aren't on your top tens, so it doesn't matter.
That's all right.
They wouldn't have moved up or changed anything. But now coming to the stage to announce the honorable mention and winner for best album of the year for the JABbies is the one and only Ben Wayman.
You're so funny, man.
I am, right?
Is it because of the hair?
Stand up. No, it wasn't because of his hair.
Is it because he lives in a big tall tower?
Yeah.
Okay.
His parents locked him away up there.
That's right. Yeah, so I'm gonna announce the winners. I think this was a really good year for music. A lot of stuff I liked, a lot of stuff I didn't like, but more like than dislike, I think, for the first time in a while. It was kind of tough to pick a top 10, but coming in at the honorable mention with 15 points, it's If I Can't Have Love, I Want Power by Halsey. This was exclusively Alec and Jared's pick. Alec had that album at 5. Jared had it at 2, which kind of surprised me a little bit. So explain yourselves.
Alec, you can go first.
Well, you guys both know that like I really do like Halsey, and I have been a fan for a while. And I'm honestly surprised it even made Jared's list because you guys really did not like her last release, Manic.
Oh no, I did. That was in my top 10 for 2020.
I don't remember it being.
Yeah.
I feel like you guys didn't like Halsey's album when we talked about it on the radio.
I don't know if I even listened to it.
Ben, I remember you saying you just weren't a Halsey fan in general.
No.
Yeah. Very, very. I think she does have she has a type for her music. It's very niche, it's
true.
Personal.
The main reason I don't like her.
Very personal.
Main reason I don't like her is I don't like her voice. So I feel like you kind of have to get over that hump before you can like experience the rest of her music.
Yeah, and I mean that's her.
Yeah,
so, like if you don't like her voice, you can't be like, well, I listen to her, but I don't like her voice. I'd look at you funny.
Yeah,
but that's just unbelievable. Can you imagine listening to someone that you hate their voice, but you just love the song?
You're just like you're trying to tune out their voice so you can hear the instrumental.
And he's there.
You guys do that with every single album I give you for album trading.
Do we?
You're like, oh my god, I just got one more song. I'll get through this stupid album. Every time.
Sometimes. For making maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, for me, I do really like Halsey. I will admit, Manic. Was it Manic or Mania? I forget. Manic. I really, really enjoyed that. That's really what introduced me to her. And then this was so cool to make because it was produced by the guys from 9 Inch Nails, Atticus Ross and Trent Reznor. So they really put this like grunge, like rock instrumentals to it. And it's so fun. She's got a really great voice for that.
I feel like her voice,
the production's a lot of fun.
I feel like her voice definitely suits like a punk rock style.
Yeah.
Better than the pop or alternative hip hop style music that I feel like has been singing.
Yeah. Apple Music puts this as alternative still, which I get. I would agree with that.
Really, it is, but it isn't. It's kind of more towards like alternative pop, I guess.
Yeah.
But I feel like her voice definitely suits like punk rock more.
Because it's got some really like just more traditional rock songs.
Yeah.
But then it has things like A Girl Is a Gun, which is very pop. And then there's like some slower, like just lyrical songwriter stuff. Like it's not like a full band production, things like that. But yeah, and that's another thing too that I really like about it is the diversity on the album. Like the songs sound very unique from one another. And that's always a really good listen for me. Like I can throw on an album and I know exactly what song I'm listening to whenever I just like pay attention. But there's other stuff where like The Weeknd, especially recently, everything just sounds the same.
Yeah.
So, I still consider her a pop artist. So to make an album that's really unique and the songs stand out from one another to such a degree, I really enjoy that.
Yeah. But Ben, who's taking home the JABbie?
Time for the winner. Yeah, I'm really happy with this.
Drum roll.
She was snubbed from the Grammys, but not from the JABbies.
Yeah.
Taking home the Album of the Year award with 20 points is Little Sims with Sometimes I Might Be Introvert. I really love this album. It's been in rotation since it released in September. Might be earlier than that.
Yeah. Let me see. I Might Be Introvert. Keep going.
Yeah, really, really great. She's just gotten
September
consistently
3rd.
better.
Yep.
She's gotten consistently better as she's gone along. She's really good. Just all around. I really enjoyed this album. Jared, what did you think?
This is the first I've heard of her
Mhm.
or heard from her, I guess. I'll have to go back and listen to her other stuff. But yeah, this hit me completely by surprise. I had no idea who she was or what she was about. But over on Reddit, on r/hip hop heads, which I am a member, I saw a lot of people talking about it. So, I looked it up, gave it a listen, and it's really, really good. The writing is special. She's her lyrics are very powerful. They're political and they're inspiring. And the production on some of it is so cool. The intro track, which is it also the title track? I can't remember.
I think it's just called Introvert.
Yeah. The build up with the orchestra is just so I felt like I'd heard it before because it sounded like a really powerful like movie theme. And I was like, wow, like where is this from? And then, but it's not. It's original, but it sounds so familiar, but in a good way. And you're like, wow, this sounds like a really professional like movie orchestra type thing, but it's just a build up for the album. Yeah, really impressive. Definitely going to be on the lookout for her, and I'll have to go back and listen to her other stuff.
Right. Yeah, well deserved, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Any surprises? Anybody surprised by anything?
I kind of just realized how diverse my top 4 are.
Yeah.
I have Blessings and Miracles by Santana at number 1, Renewal by Billy Strings at number 2, War and Wonders by D Smoke at 3, and An Evening with Silk Sonic by Bruno Mars, Anderson .Paak, and Silk Sonic. Those are my top 4, and I even think my top 5, even with Halsey's album being at 5, is just I'm bouncing all over. Yeah. And then I have Macon by Jason Aldean at 8. And then Deb Nevers 9, Montero 7, and 30 by Adele. I'm just bouncing all over the spectrum of music for this one.
I'm glad to see one of my recommendations just barely made it at number 9. Deb Never.
Again, when I stopped this, I see Jared went in and made all of his like formatting adjustments. Mm-hmm. The parade float had started moving after I finished typing Deb Nevers name. So I'm like, whoa. So I'm like, all right, guess we're doing work now. And I just
goodbye.
That was when I stopped editing my lists. But Benjamin, it's time for you to take over for the Pew Pew Award.
Yeah, that's right. The video game award. Woo! This is a really weird in-between year for video games. A lot of people still don't have next-gen consoles, myself included. So a lot of most recent titles, I haven't had the means to play. And I want to play them the right way. You know what I mean? I don't want to play like on the PS4, like reduced visuals or whatever. So I played what I could. And Alec and I both logged a whopping 5 games from the current year. 3 of which... Alec has 3 that are yearly sports releases.
Yep. Every year we do this, those 3 are going to make the 3 releases are going to make my list.
It's top 10.
And I'm going to note that Madden 22 is number 5 because I've only played the trial. I haven't even gotten the real game yet.
What was well, I think we should preface this by saying there was a tie again this year.
Yes.
And we had to reduce the ranked choice voting to just rank the ties. I think it was a 3-way tie last year.
Yeah.
Between like 2
FIFA 21.
2 games. It just annoyed me that they were there.
I think FIFA 21 got part of the tie last year.
FIFA 1.
Did FIFA win? FIFA was our best game of the year.
Yeah. Ben said, I voted for this and I didn't want it to win.
What was the three-way tie? The three-way tie was like FIFA, Call of Duty, and one like really good story game that like only you played.
Yeah. And it did it.
And I think that it was like that was your number one, and the rest were just like in there and added up to 10.
I think it was was it Ghost of Tsushima?
Yeah,
I think it was, which is a shame.
Oh my God.
It's a shame because I've been playing Ghost of Tsushima nonstop for like a month, a year too late.
Yeah.
I had trouble falling asleep that night. That ruined my day. Yeah, I'm like,
like punch your pillow.
First JABbies, and it's for FIFA.
Jared, I have great news. FIFA did not win this year.
Good.
It didn't even come close.
It didn't even make any of our lists.
Well, I wouldn't speak.
I didn't see it. Sneaky bastard.
Yeah. So as Jared said, we did have a tie, and so we pretty much just did. I don't know. Jared just made us text in the group chat to determine the winner, and the honorable mention was a game that Alec, we haven't.
I haven't even played.
I both haven't played it.
I just have it, and I'm going to play it, and it looks really good.
It made number 2 on his list.
Yeah,
above the game that he played the trial of at number 5.
What a ranking system.
I know, right?
So basically, the honorable mention. The honorable mention was the game that only one of us had played, and it's Far Cry 6 with 15 points. Woo! There you go. Just a victim of circumstance that it didn't win. Yeah, because it really could have gone either way.
It's tied.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't have much to say about this. Congrats to Ubisoft.
Ubisoft.
Giancarlo
It's so weird.
Yeah. Oh man.
Tell us
what the real winner
why
is.
We cut video games from our show.
Alec, what do you have to say? Why did you put Far Cry 6 at number 2?
Because it looks like an awesome game, and I really
it looks like
I should start doing that. I'm gonna Google 2021 games and be like, man, Resident Evil Village looks awesome. That's number 1.
And look, but like I have it. I have the game.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play it.
I have Netflix, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna rank Arcane on my top 10.
Okay. Well,
I'm gonna pull up to the McDonald's drive-thru. And be like, oh, Big Mac, that looks awesome, and then just pull off. Not order a single thing.
Yep. Well, like it's
awesome.
Far Cry 6 is definitely better than the shell sports games that just come out every
you know
year,
what?
and I play them.
I will agree with that. Yeah.
Playing sports games.
Alec made an educated guess on where it would rank.
I made an educated guess that Far Cry 6 is going to be better than the copy and paste sports games that have been coming out for the past, I don't know how many years for each game.
Fair enough.
Honestly, that might just be a testament as to how bad the other 3 are.
Yeah.
The game he owns but has never played is by default better than them just because of how trash they've been in the last.
And I'm genuinely a little upset with myself that I just have to buy the NHL every year when it comes out, just so I can have the newer players, newer jerseys. I just like the aesthetic of the game.
Yeah.
Madden, I never get Madden until it's free on EA Play. I don't feel like paying for it. And MLB The Show was also free on Game Pass. So technically I haven't even bought those games other than NHL.
Alec turns on his Xbox and just sees Far Cry 6 on like the menu. He's like, God, this game's so good.
I love
it. Opens NHL.
I love this game. And then just plays NHL.
This game is so cool. Plays
NHL. I haven't finished Red Dead yet. Sorry.
Yeah, that's a chore.
Yeah,
man, that probably would have won it. That probably would have won.
However, I'm past. I'm not Arthur anymore.
Yeah, I'm
now.
Bro, you spoiled the whole game.
The game that's been out for 3 years.
Red Dead would have killed at JABbie's 2018.
100%. And then
anyway,
I've also been binging Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Binging? Nice. Is that you're watching a playthrough?
Yeah.
No, you can
Watching
binge a
a play-
game.
Binge a game.
No,
Yeah.
I've just been playing.
That's
like,
grinding.
every night.
Grind a
for, like,
game.
Oh
my
boy,
goodness.
Yeah.
okay.
Spoken like a true Call of Duty gamer.
Esports boy over here.
Yeah.
You don't binge, you grind.
Getting that on a shirt. You binge,
Yeah.
I grind.
New jab meme coming.
Probably.
Yeah, check the Twitter.
Yeah,
Someone make
Our meme master up there.
meme master, our meme intern. Got so
Yeah, we
many.
need to hire more interns.
Yeah. All right, Ben. Why don't you tell us the true winner? That
I forgot we haven't even named the winner yet.
yeah, we've just been talking about Far Cry 6. Yeah.
Yeah, the true winner of the 2021 JABbie's Video Game of the Year award is the Mass Effect Legendary Edition with 15, coincidentally.
Yeah.
That was my number 1, and that was Jared's number 6. Full disclosure, I played the first game for about 45 minutes and didn't touch it again after that.
Wow.
And then I was looking through the games that I played this past year for this, and I was like, man, that was really fun. Number 1.
Boom.
There you go.
I mean, it was
fun.
I've been a big fan of the franchise for a while.
Yeah.
Having played the third one first and beat it, bought 1 and 2 to play, played the first one for 10 minutes. It was too old. I got confused about the shooting mechanic was just really old and outdated. Put it away. Thought I'd try 2. Played 2 for about an hour, and then I got lost in the Citadel. Never touched it again. And that all transpired over a week. Me playing 1 and 2 and failing both times.
Is that the game, or was there another story where you got stuck somewhere to the point where you like stopped playing the game forever? Was it Mass Effect or was it something else?
It was probably something else. That used to happen a lot.
It was a really funny story where it was like a kid's game, like a platformer or something, and you got stuck somewhere like early in the game and you like dropped it.
Platformer.
I don't know if it was a platformer,
yeah.
but definitely something.
No, I've definitely done that. I did that in what's the game where you're like it's the zombie apocalypse and you make all like the makeshift weapons. That's like every game. It's like you would legit
Dying Light?
No. It's like wacky. Like he was in like a mall and you'd
Dead
make
Rising?
Dead Rising. Yeah, it was Dead Rising 2. Did you beat that?
No, I played the first one and hated it.
So like the military comes and there's like a fight with the guy, and I lost once like really quick, and I was like that was shit, and I just never touched it again and never beat it. I was so mad. But yeah, I'll probably think of it later. But yeah, there are a bunch of games. I play everything to completion now, but
I used to
was it Murdered Soul Suspect?
No, it might have been. It might have been that.
That game is the worst game I've ever played in my life. That's why I stopped. Yeah.
I kind of just did some quick math, and if I would have played FIFA 22, it definitely would have been 3 or 4, and it would have won. FIFA would have won back-to-back years.
God,
we can't have that happen.
I'm
plague on the
playing
jabbies
FIFA again. I'll just never play it again.
Like those games don't win awards at the Game Awards, right?
No, I don't believe so.
Okay. Unless they have like best sports game.
Best sports category.
Yeah. It's just FIFA every year.
Oh, what a surprise. FIFA again.
FIFA.
I'm pretty sure last year, like
Best
PGA
FIFA
won.
game of the year.
PGA?
I'm pretty sure PGA won because it was the first like golf game in like 10 years or something like that.
Okay. Everyone went crazy.
Yeah.
Golf
games are actually kind of relaxing. Those and fishing games.
I bet they are. Yeah. Oh man,
man.
Far Cry 5 had the fishing in it, and that was like the best part of the game.
That was all. I feel like I did that for like 3 days in Red Dead, was just hunt and fish. I didn't actually play the game.
Mm-hmm.
After I finished the story of Red Dead, I just went around for like 6 days and just hunted all the legendary animals. That was probably the most fun I had.
Yeah, there's like a fishing tournament in Far Cry 5 where you have to catch a bunch of different kind of fish all over the place to train yourself to get the new gear on a fishing rod to catch like the best fish in is it Wyoming, Montana, whatever.
Speaking of like relaxing game mechanics, in Ghost of Tsushima, I've just been riding around finding all the bamboo cuts.
Mm-hmm.
Just doing that.
There's some like every collectible and side objective or whatever you want to call those, like they're all fun. They're all enjoyable.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I'm looking at your list. We ripped Alex apart. Well,
yeah,
Alec, you had Forza Horizon 5 at
yeah, that
number
was my
one.
number
That's a
one.
good one.
That
Okay, you've
one
been playing that a
also,
lot.
that's a very relaxing game as well.
Yeah.
I really like that game. I really like finding new cars. I love the barn find. I think that's such like a unique concept to a car or racing game that you have to basically off-road and try to find a small little hut that houses this old, dirty, beat-up car. I
Yeah.
think it's such an interesting concept, and I love it. I love
So Horizon's like the off-roading,
well,
like
Horizon,
nature.
it has like everything, and it's like the Horizon.
it's got like actual
it's
tracks.
like a big car festival at whatever location.
Okay.
Five is in Mexico.
Gotcha.
4 was in London, I think.
Okay, because there's Horizon and then there's Motorsport. I guess Motorsport's
Yeah,
just the more
Motorsport's
classic,
more
like
like
on a track,
track. Yeah, like track
like
racing.
Gran Turismo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
This one's like off-roading, it's road racing, dirt track. You have like PR stunts, like you race a train, but you race a train and I think all of them. It's
Mhm.
just a different route, different train. You race an airplane, like stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
And Ben, you have Call of Duty Vanguard on your list.
Yeah, just because some
typical.
of
Call of
the other
Duty,
games I've played
yeah.
from this year.
Have you been grinding that or binging?
No, I hate it.
Oh, you hate it?
I deleted it probably like a week or two before Christmas, and I haven't touched it since then.
Wow. Wow, you finally given up on Call of Duty, huh?
I'm too old for that, man. Just can't keep up with these kids anymore. Getting smoked. No, it's just bad. It's just a really poor game.
What is well, I'd love to hear about the next two below it then. What is Lost Judgment?
The Lost Judgment is the sequel to a 2018 game called Judgment, where you play as like a Japanese, like you were a lawyer or something, and the guy. What's the premise? So in Japan, there's like a 99% like guilty verdict chance in like murder cases.
Really?
And you're like a lawyer who gets someone like free, like some like you're like the 1% like that case. And then the guy that you like helped free goes and like kills someone. So then like you're the detective. Well, you're a lawyer who's like cast out from like the law community, and you become like a private detective, and you uncover this like big conspiracy in Japan. It's pretty interesting. The sequel, I only played like an hour of it. I just didn't grip me as much as the first one did, but it seemed pretty interesting. And then Back 4 Blood. I didn't want to buy it on my PlayStation, so I've been playing it on my friend's PC at school. It's just like a Left 4 Dead, like.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've seen that actually.
It's pretty fun. I think it's cross-platform, so I've been trying to rally some of my friends from school to buy it. But it is fun. It reminds me a lot of Left 4 Dead, which are like two of my favorite games of all time. So very fun.
Awesome. So there you have it, everyone.
Yeah.
Our 2021 JABbie winners.
Congratulations.
Quick. The winner for movies was Dune. The JABbie for TV shows is WandaVision. JABbie for albums was Sometimes I Might Be Introverted by Little, not Lil.
Yes, Little.
And then your JABbie for best video game of 2021 is Mass Effect's Legendary Edition.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you all to our competitors who are out there doing their own award shows. We just throw all of them together, which is why
delaying them because of the Omicron variant.
Which is why we are the elite.
Yeah,
we push through.
Show. Thank you all so much for listening. We will see y'all next week in our brand new format. Bye, everybody.
See ya.